Happy morning.
Morning, Joyce. Morning, everyone. So,
Morning.
welcome to Book Take Session, episode 28, the place where we bring the best book recommended to you. So, today we are talking about this book, Tools of Titans by Tim Ferriss. I don't have the book because Joyce lent me the book. So, this book, Tools of Titans, is actually a massive collections of everything Tim Ferriss has learned about health, wealth, and wisdom from interviewing about 200 world-class performance on his podcast. So this podcast is called Tim Ferriss Show, which has about 300 million downloads as of now. So which has been number one on iTunes for years. So if you don't know who is Tim Ferriss is an American entrepreneur, investor, author, and podcasters. So he has written many books, like 4 Hours Work Week, 4 Hour Body, 4 Hour Chef, Tools of Titans, and Child of Mentors. Child of Mentors.
So we both of us. I have this. You have that one.
Yes.
Okay.
So so before we start, I just want to say that actually why this is a Tim write this a massive book, because one of the things that Tim um, uh, opinionated is about that there's no one formula way to
Mm.
reach your health, wealth, or wisdom. No, there's actually more than one way to reach your personal wealth and health. So it's up to you actually to pick up which method that's suitable to you. For myself, I do investment a lot, and my gurus also told me, you learn from me the basic, the principles. So after that, you have to, make your own twisting, make your own rules, find that which suitable to you. You have to find the own way that's suitable to you. I'm sure for Joyce also about health, you have your methods to recommend to us. So let's go to listen from you, Joyce, about
Okay.
health.
I'll start out with the health session. Then the wealth session, Gideon will take over. So for the health session, this book has been really a thick book that you can see. Over inside, there is person called Jason Namer. Jason Namer, he is a co-founder for Arrow Yoga. So there is a one sentence he's mentioned in this book talking about let go of what is not working and really assess what is working. And then ask yourself, what can I be excited about? It is so important on what he mentioned about this because for him, he's talking a lot in this book about exercise. We have so many types of exercise. For example, what he do is yoga. We have jogging, we have hiking, we have jumping, we can go for cycling, we can go for what else you can do? So many things. Stretching. That's why, as he said, sometimes you have to assess in one thing is what can you be excited about? So if you love yoga, you will know that you love the peaceful in the process of when you are practicing your yoga. You feel at peace, you feel balanced, you feel like you are just in love with yoga. All right. For me, I'm someone that I will prefer something like more aggressive. I love jogging. So that's which one makes you feel more excited. So you just have to assess to this. It is not only in health, it is also in whatever you're working or eating. So sometimes I know that in your journey to eat healthily, sometimes may not really, really so favorite yourself.
Not exciting.
Just, yeah,
Not exciting.
not exciting at all. Sometimes you can make yourself feel more excited on what you're going to eat in a way of how you prepare the food or who you're going to eat together. Sometimes the food, it may not taste nice to eat, but you are eating together with someone you love. It makes you feel that the whole dish feel like much more nicer to eat. I don't know whether you have this experience or not because sometimes I do not love to eat just like I have for me I know avocado is a very good fruits to eat but I just don't really like the smell of avocado. So I choose to eat together with my boyfriend. That he makes me feel like the avocado tastes nicer. So that's how we eat the avocado. So there's one more point from this book talking about you win your morning, you win your day. There's one sentence from this book talking this so important. I cannot stress this more than enough. It's talking about when you win your morning, you win your day. Why? It's so important to start your day right, to start your day with something that really, really excites you. And I remember we talked about the book. You didn't remember the Eat That Frog?
Yeah, eat
And
the
you didn't,
ugliest frog.
yeah.
Ugliest frog.
Since then, every morning, Gideon will text me say, "I'm eating my ugliest frog right now." Yeah, sometimes you just need to nail this down. And one point illustrate from this book, not only from this book, that is from so many books as well. The one thing that you can do in the morning is make up your bed. I don't know how many of you will have this practice already. Make up your bed. Means that in the early morning, you wake up and you just make your bed sheet smooth, put your pillow upright, fold your blanket. So that is something very, very important, and it's very good practice. I practiced this since I was young. I don't know this is such a great practice until a few years back. And when you can confidently accomplish something in the morning, I tell you, the day is just like a chain reaction. You continue to complete those things that you feel like more very excited. And that's the two things that I want to highlight from the chapter of health. So I'll pass the wealth to Gideon to talk about.
Yeah, I always like to talk about money. So I just want to share some of it because there are actually a lot of chapter talking about wealth, money. So one of the thing is about capping the downside. Capping the downside means taking advantage of the downside. One of the story that the book share is about Richard Branson's.
Yeah.
So there's that one day when Richard Branson is in I think Puerto Rico airport, and the plane that he take is delayed. It's not the company that's owning. He's just taking another company planes, and found that the plane is delayed. So it's cancelled. Sorry, it's cancelled. So what immediately come to Richard mind is, go and find a chartered a plane from his company, Virgin Airlines, and calculating the cost. If he can, make some profit from it, he don't mind. And then he just chartered the plane and then told all the stranded passenger in the airport, who would like to take this seat. We're going to have this a flight going back to a certain place. I think a lot of people, passenger who, if you know that a flight is cancelled, you just want to take that if it's not same price or cheaper. So I think it showed that Richard Branson is really someone that can take advantage of the downside, and don't just complain or blame. I think this is very applicable, especially now. A lot of people will say that we are now having this pandemic. A lot of economy are not working. We are all locked down. But you must think of this and try to find a way out of this. A lot of people say that a lot of gurus say that must find opportunity during the downtime, and this is actually the best time if
Yeah.
you want to do buy property, buy share, or doing other things.
Mm.
Another thing is about the risk reward. Um, um, for my investment, so we always look at risk reward ratio. So it's about how much risk you want to take to get how many reward. So for a risk taker, he might take uh, a ratio of maybe risk is 5, your reward maybe is 1. So he's willing to do that. So for a risk taker, for a risk averse person that try to avoid risk, you might take risk maybe 1, your reward is 2 or 3. So it's all okay. You just need to know, which risk reward ratio you are comfortable with. But there's no such thing as zero risk and you get reward. Okay, there's no. So you must know that which side that you want to get. If you're one to one, it's okay. You can try it. And because the second thing I want to talk about is about you can try an area. One thing that this CEO from Gimlet Media, Alex Bloomberg, talk about is a good idea comes to you first, then you are lucky. But usually, a lot of times, a lot of bad idea come first. So I think we just go through all this motion of going through bad ideas, trying once, failing fast, and try new things very fast. So if you try one thing and it doesn't work, try the next things. But don't risk everything, right? Risk all your house, all your money in just one, one bet, and then you can't turn around after that. So you must know how to um, know your position when you go into this. Yeah.
Yeah, so true. It's very important to keep trying, testing,
Yeah.
just in whether it's in wealth or in health or in anything that you are doing right now. It's important to keep trying something that then just reassess it. It work, keep going. If it's not working, change and do something else.
Yeah.
It's something is important. Yeah.
That's why even the book talk about you need a thick skin to go through all this, because when you yeah, thick skin, because when you try all these new thing, I think one of the things you will face is peer pressure. People that surround you, they will give you different eye look, and they might comment you. They will say no, it won't work. So you really need a thick skin and a very committed attitude to try. I'm not saying that you are obstinate and try and keep trying, but if you try and you see that it didn't work, it's okay, just try another one. But don't just persistent because you're scared that you lose your face. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we are too, especially those people that really care what other people think about them, that really cause a lot of peer pressure. So we're going to talk next time. I think next week we're going to have a book. We're going to talk about this topic. So
Yeah, the last part we're going to talk about wisdom. um so I'm talking about one of the author mentioned inside, which is Paulo Coelho. He's known for the book for Alchemist. I think a lot of people read Alchemist. And so one of the things that he talked about is, um, the quote inside the book is, the world is changed by your example, not by your opinion. So
yes,
always think about this. What you say, not really important, but what you do speak louder. So if you are saying something, you must do it, try it, practice it. Another thing is, I think about note taking. I think Joyce and us discussed about this. For me, I'm not a good note taker. So especially nowadays during this pandemic time, a lot of things are doing virtually. A lot of workshop are doing virtually. So if you know that the workshop, the training is recorded and you can replay many times, you actually don't need to take so much note. You can focus on the teacher first, the guru when they're talking, and you can watch a replay if you want to. So for me, I would rather draw my conclusion or draw my what I'm thinking from what the guru is thinking. Yeah, I think Joyce have different way, of course.
Gideon is very good in synthesize the great points, very important points, into something that is like a diagram or a picture. This is his strength. He really loved to do all this flowchart and all the diagram. I can see that. The thing is that for me, I am someone having a different view as I love to take notes a lot. Which Paulo Coelho, he mentioned about this is taking notes is forget about taking notes. For me is if those things is a facts, the is a theory. That is the thing that I think I want to remember. I will take the notes as if important. So if it is an idea, it is a tools that I can use. So let me think about it, how to revise it and write it in my own way so that I can benefit from that. So that's my way of taking notes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to go to the last one, talking about Dr. Brené Brown. In this book, Tools of Titans, Dr. Brené Brown, she also write up something about this. First thing, who is Dr. Brené? Dr. Brené, she is a research professor that is from University of Huntston Graduate College of Social Work. And Dr. Brainy in 2010, she has the very famous TED Talks. It's a power of vulnerability. Has been viewed more than 31 million times and is one of the top 5 most viewed TED Talk in the world. And this is the book that we sorry, upside down. This is the book that we mentioned before. We talked about it before. Later we'll put a link below if you want to know more about Dare to Lead. It's from her as well. She asked a question. When I had opportunity, did I choose courage over comfort or not? All right. If you have opportunity, will you choose courage over comfort? Sometimes we may choose comfortable because a lot of us we live in our comfort zone. We do everything automatically, everything day in and day out, or we don't want to offend someone. We would choose comfortably reply someone, agree with someone, but inside us, we have our own idea, suggestion, feedback, comments that we want to say out to the person. So if you have the opportunity, will you choose courage over comfort, or you just choose comfort? So for me, I'm a person, courage is one of my very important value in me. So a lot of time I will choose courage when I have the opportunity. So not only in my day-to-day conversation with people, but also in my work, my anything that I do, I will choose courage because courage is the one I will show up myself. I will want to step outside my comfort zone to keep progress myself. So this is one of the very great important point. As a successful person, this book, Tools of Titans, give you so many great ideas. So because inside there's over 100 people that Tim Ferriss interviewed, so it's a compilation of all these important people, successful people. So you need to get a book to read it because today we just highlight a few key points that we think is important to share with you in these three main area. So and you go and check it out. And I love this book, especially this book. Don't know whether you still remember. They will have a lot of when they talk about the author. I'll give you an example. When they talk about the author, they will give the author
Yeah, Instagram,
animal.
Facebook, everything.
No,
How
they
to
will give
contact
an
them.
animal. This is like a
Yeah.
octopus of this one something I love about this book. This is about a doggy. You will see a doggy face, or some is a wolf, or some is what I can see is
Does it represent anything?
yes,
Oh,
it represents something. This is a dragon, somewhere like dragon. Dragon is not a real. It's not a real. I can see someone got rabbit also. Rabbit, tiger, wolf. Yeah, it represents something about the particular person that Tim Ferriss is highlighting.
I see.
So go and get this book. There's a link up, and we will post in the comment section as well. So go and get this book and learn it. It's a kind of thick book, but one day at a time you can finish it. Both of us already finished this book. Okay, so we'll see you next week, same time, 11. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.